if you're a parent and you're thinking about your kids in terms of actually financial success, then this video is for you. And if you're a mother or a parent who is homeschooling, then this video is definitely for you, because in this video I'm going to be showing you and diving into our video budgeting 101 with my kids here, and I'm going to be telling you how I normally do this, instilling these kind of skills for financial literacy, as well as you want to sit back and enjoy the rest of the video to the end, because we're going to be taking you along to the market where we live in Turkey, and it's going to be a very fun video. So stay back and let's dive in without wasting any time. Come on, we will give you. Okay, this brat book. So this is their, it has AK Bank. This is a gift they were given, and it has a lot of coins. It's gonna be open later, and they're gonna take the money. Now, when I have notes and I want them to save some notes, what I normally do is to tell them to actually make sure that they are saving this one, okay, in terms of notes. So, Mustafa, here I have some money for you. Okay, let me show you what I want you to do. This is the one that we normally use for saving. It is in Turkish when it comes to the notes. So I want them to save. So you might be wondering, why am I even teaching my kids about money, budgeting and stuff like this? Now, you know, teaching kids about money or budgeting is about more than just managing money. It is about instilling the essential life skills that will actually save them while they are actually adults. Now, by learning these simple early on, children develop these kind of skills or these kind of talks, they're gonna develop a greater understanding of the values of money and the importance of setting goals, and actually the significance of making informed decision when it comes to money management. Moreover, when you are budgeting, or maybe budgeting helps children to develop discipline, patience and also responsibility, which are good qualities that are actually valuable in all aspects of life. Now, what I'm doing here is actually for me to tell them to actually, this is the kind of, like, whenever I have extra money, we have anything or maybe some stuff that they want, I'll just keep them here. And what I do is actually to tell them to keep extra money, extra change for them. And sometimes if they have done something good, maybe they have cleaned their room, they have put their toys together well, sometimes, or not most of the time, they are still kids, they cannot clean the house like their rooms well, but they are actually assisting me in picking the toys and putting in their place. I normally reward them with little coins, and then they take the coins, they put in this something for actually keeping it, and then they're gonna be actually, once it is full, it's gonna be extracted and they can buy something larger. Now, if you come to think about it, the basic about even the concept about budgeting and actually just introducing these kind of talks to kids, it is because when it comes to actually this kind of skills, or maybe this kind of talks or topic, I have found out that when you are talking about money all the time and actually just instilling this kind of skills to your kids, they're gonna have that essence of actually knowing how to utilize their money, how to budget their money, and it's gonna give them the idea on how to do or what to do. Right now they already know that it is important to save if they have used, or maybe if they have bought something from the shop and they are actually remaining with some extra change, it is good to save. So they already know. Of course, they are still kids, they don't understand 1 + 1 or maybe 20 + 20, or they don't understand a lot of mathematics, but little by little they already know that when you go, maybe when you have 5 shillings, if you remove maybe 2 shillings, you're going to remain with this amount of money. So I'm trying as much as possible to introduce little concept in terms of actually just learning, because they are still my younger son, my second son rather, Mustafa, he's 3 years going to 4 years. Actually, he's now 3 years. He's now on fourth year, and the younger girl, she's actually the last one. She's 2 years. She's gonna be 2 years in next month. So what I'm doing here is just to sit down with them, count some money in Turkish and also in English, because they speak the two languages, and also just giving them congratulations if one has done something good. Now, this kind of tips or this kind of teaching about money, when kids know how to budget, it is very essential to tailor the lessons to their age and also development stage. Now, for young children under 5, of course, you have to keep the lesson very simple and hands-on, because they are still young. You can actually use visual aids, you can use jars, you can use labels, you can use maybe something like saving or maybe sharing, stuff like that, gonna help you if you are raising the same kids. Now, without wasting time, I want to take you to our shop, or not to our shop, but rather after this we are going to be going around and actually just buying some stuff for them, like outfits, like something to eat, snack, and have a quality time together with them. And these kind of things, like when I do this, I find them so much happy than just for me telling them take this money and keep it, and without introducing other fun stuff or some budgeting activities. And when we go outside, and they have these memories that if we keep some extra money, when we are going outside, we're going to be using that extra money to do our stuff. Okay, so learning about this budget doesn't have to be boring. In fact, it can be quite enjoyable with right activities. If you're thinking about this kind of thing, then you have to consider organizing family games night, maybe centered around money management games, or maybe around grocery store dash, or maybe budgeting, bingo, stuff like that, to encourage your children to actually participate in this kind of DIY. For me, going around walking and buying stuff together and just sitting together and enjoying what we have bought gives them the pleasure of fun and also the understanding of how to use their money. Now, let me take you to the market, and I hope you're gonna enjoy the rest of the video. So guys, until next time, again, if you're finding value to this video, do me one favor, guys, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Last but not least, something that I have to emphasize is in terms of actually leading by example. You know, my kids already know that my mom or our mommy normally keeps money, and they already know these things, because let me tell you, children learn by example. So it is very essential for parents to model healthy financial habits. Now, you can be very transparent about your own budgeting practices and involve children in age appropriate discussion about money. You can also show them how to create a budget, stick to it, and also adjust it as needed. You have to make sure that you are emphasizing the importance of saving for the future and also giving back to others less fortunate. Okay, now by modeling these behaviors, parents can still instill valuable lessons about money management that will stay with their children for life, and it's gonna be so amazing for them. Now, when you are thinking about homeschooling, I know most of you are homeschooling and you are thinking about resources for teaching kids about budgeting. Fortunately, there are so many resources available to help parents teach their children about budgeting, from books, websites, to apps, to games. There are so countless tools designed to actually make financial education fun and also accessible for kids. Now, you can choose whatever you want depending on your financial needs and also depending on the situation that you are in. Otherwise, I hope you're gonna enjoy the rest of the video. Like I said, teaching kids about budgeting is very valuable investment in their future, and that's why I'm trying to instill this kind of topics and this kind of money management to my kids. I don't want my kids to feel like lack to maybe the life that I used to live, maybe when I was being brought up, maybe we didn't have much, unfortunately, but I don't want this kind of thing for my kids. I want them to learn about money. For me, learning about money, of course, it started earlier on when my mother, because my mother was a business person, she could also a farmer, she could teach me some things like take together the grocery to the market and actually do what, sell them. But I want them also, my kids, like to learn about money, this essence of savings and budgeting at this early age, so that when they are growing up they already have this kind of skill. I hope you have enjoyed this video, guys. Let me go back home. You have seen, we have enjoyed, we have bought some clothes, I have bought them some gifts, and they're gonna be enjoying the rest, and I'll see you next in my next video. Otherwise, if you have missed the previous video, we talked about, actually the previous video that we did on my channel was about how to navigate through if you are in a relationship with someone who is not in the same relationship, like in terms of religion. If you haven't seen that video, it is right there. You can go ahead and start watching it. Until next time, again, I'll see you. Bye.